Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What it do is your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this game day live stream. Game day. Dallas Cowboys versus Green Bay Packers coming up today, 4:25 Eastern Standard Time. Those of you guys that are on the East Coast. Let's see if we got anybody in here yet. Crazy Uzo. Thank you. I know you're not a fan of the team, but appreciate that as well. Fred Woods, what's going on? How's my sound, guys? How's my sound? Want to make sure my sound is good before I get into the nitty grit. Joseph Heatherly, good morning, sir. How you doing? Can you guys hear me? Let me make sure my mic is right. Okay, we're good. All right. So let's get this W2. I wish the Jets would beat the Eagles. I don't know if the Jets gonna beat the Eagles. But we can hope and pray and wish, huh? Right? Oh, thanks, Joseph. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's getting bigger, definitely. Dallas Cowboy fan, 1973. What's going on, JoJo? So, I want to talk a little bit about. Of course, this game is coming up, and I've heard a lot of people say, I don't know. I gotta get off Twitter because people say the dumbest things on social media, and it irritates me sometimes when I read some of these things that people say, and I'm like, do you not know anything about football? Because I just don't know if they just do that to get attention or what, but it's just ridiculous. I've heard somebody say that DeMarcus Lawrence is not a player. He's not worth the money. He got his money. He's not playing well. He's sucking this and that, blah, blah, blah. He don't need to be on the team anymore. And I'm like, what? So I'm going to clarify his gameplay and the reason why Quinn is excelling right now. It's a good thing that we got Quinn. And I told you guys early in the offseason when we got Quinn, I was excited because I said he is going to complement D-Law so well on this line. When you look at teams that have multiple great defensive linemen like the Rams do, because the Rams got a lot of them. They got Michael Brockers, they got Aaron Donald, you know what I mean? So they got different players to accent their front four. Now you look at what we have with the emergence of Robert Quinn, you got a guy that's a 9-year veteran that is going to warrant some attention, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Let me address the board here. Carlos Rivas, what's going on? Say congratulations on the new game. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he was born back in May, though. Appreciate it, though. He's established a run game. Yeah, we should be able to run on these guys, but again, let's not do it like we did last week when you're running in between the tackles and you're hitting a brick wall and you're not going anywhere. They definitely have to establish the run game. You're going to have to bounce that ball outside because the Cowboys are really good at that. We have good ends. Even with Tyron Smith not being in a lineup right now, I think that Cam Fleming can still do a good job to create some space for these guys to move. Wouldn't that be sweet for the Jets to beat the Eagles? Trolls would disappear. Philly 500. Yeah, Philly 500 will lose his mind. I can't watch Philly 500 live stream, though. I like him. I shout out to Philly 500. He's a good dude. But, he is so bipolar on his streams, man. He's just like, he's kirking out, and he's right back to normal, and he's kirking out, and he's right back. He's yelling. He's like, yeah, oh, my God, that's a penalty. So I guess we're just going to have to just figure things out. I just had oh, my God. Yeah, so, things are great. He's so bipolar. Check this out. Partly that is stupid, but there's something to be said about how people perform after getting their paycheck. No, I know what you're saying. I get that, but in this situation, that's not the case. I'm explaining in a second. Let me answer people in here. Oh, you said you're a Chargers fan, but I got 2 siblings who California, so I root for them a little, unless they. I feel you. I don't got no beef with the Chargers, man, because we don't play the Chargers that much. When the Chargers were in San Diego, we used to call them Little Cowboys because when we had Tony Romo, him and Phillip Rivers were kind of like doppelgangers as far as the way they played. So our teams were kind of similar. So, oh yeah, this is our revenge game. Like the Saints game was a revenge game for them, because you look at that Saints game, they played us like we played them the year before. They did the things that I said in my keys to victory before that game that we were supposed to do to them. They did it to us. Now everybody kept criticizing, oh, the game plan was bland, this and that. Why we didn't do this? Why we didn't do that? You guys got to understand that that crowd noise played a big factor in that game. You can't do your pre-snap movements. You can't do a lot of those things that you do pre-snap because it's so loud. You have to get everybody on par with each other, and you can't get everybody on par when you can't hear. Because first of all, you're trying to get the line calls in. You're trying to figure this out. You got to move this guy. It's too much. And Jason Garrett clarified that he wanted Kellen Moore to make sure that the play call was in, so they didn't have to worry about clock. Philly 500 gets. He's very hyped. He's super wound up. Yeah, he is super wound up. But he's a good dude though. And Brady coming for another title. Well, he always doing that. Rashid, what's going on, Rashid? The stinking New York Giants fan is in the house. We are going to have the same record at the end of the day. No. No, Rashid. No. You see the Romo Rivers comparison, like I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. I definitely do appreciate it. Where am I watching the game? I'm more likely going over Mark's house today. I just wanted to get my live stream in because Mark has a tendency to clog up the live stream airways. As you guys knew, I know some of you guys are new subscribers, but those of you guys that have been around for a while, I used to do my live streams on Thursdays in the off season, but since there's Thursday night games going on, Mark normally live stream during then. I don't want to interfere because I know a lot of you guys that follow me follow him. I know a lot of you guys follow me because of him. So, but I appreciate you guys nonetheless. But I don't want to make you guys have to choose which one to. Only time I'm live streaming the same time as him if we're doing coverage together and we're both simultaneously live streaming, so you guys can get different angles and stuff like that. So, Raymond Solis, what's going on? Kid Mega, what's going on? Dan the man, I appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate all you guys' support, man. You guys are awesome. I love the fact that I have quality subscribers. I got all those trolls and stuff like that. I told you guys I'm more about quantity than I am. I'm more about quality than I am quantity. I don't care if I just want people that are getting the content and appreciating what I do and what I'm putting out and the knowledge that I try to drop onto you guys because this is important for me. And, I just love to interact with you guys because you guys are definitely, you perceive it well, and I appreciate it. I agree. This is the reason why Jason Garrett hasn't gotten re-signed yet. You look at the way they were doing his contract, it's pretty much NFC Championship or bust. If you don't make it to the NFC Championship, I think that's the line that Jerry Jones is looking at right now. If we don't get to that point, you can forget about it. He's more than likely not going to be our coach next year. You said Cowboys be 4-1 after today. Book it. I know that's right. Book it. Cajun Cowboy, what's going on, my man from Nolans? Hey, Cajun, how do you feel about I know the Saints fans was down there acting a fool after they beat us last week, man. Why people can't just do a contract like cool production bonuses? See, this is the thing. D-Law is younger than Quinn. So that's his first big contract since his rookie contract. So when players get their second contract, especially if they're a key player, that contract is normally their large contract. And then once they get that large contract, after that, if they get traded to other teams or they go to free agency, then they command a lower amount of money because Quinn's made his money in this league already when he was with the Rams. So he's already had that point in the season. So real quick, I'm going to get back to my topic, what I was talking about. You said Saints fans were quiet until the last play. I bet they were. My thing when I was talking about D-Law's contract and how he's playing now, the big factor in that is this. You know that he still has that he's dealing with that shoulder. And apparently he tweaked the other side, which is the one that didn't have surgery. So we don't know how that's affecting him. We still don't understand why they kept him out of the game in the second half of that Saints game. If you notice, Kerry Hyder was in there more, and Kerry Hyder was actually in there making plays. So shout out to Will McClay for getting Kerry Hyder from the Detroit Lions, because that was a good pickup right there. And I still like Christian Covington. I think he's still coming into his own, playing that one technique. I think that what we need to understand about D-Law is this: one is the injuries. Two, he is the leader of that Hot Boys. Every team, they know that D-Law is the guy that provides the pass rush for us. So he is commanding a lot of double teams. He's getting triple teams sometimes. So when you look at his play, it's helping Quinn. Quinn is able to get one-on-one, and a lot of times he's getting open lanes because of the fact that everybody is double teaming D-Law. Take D-Law out the game. Take D-Law out the game and see the difference. Like, if he didn't play at all in the game, you will see the difference in how that line works. It's like a rotating, fully working machine. You look at the D tackles, the 1 and the 3 technique. You look at those guys on the inside. They're basically like I like to call the lunch pail guys. They're the ones doing the hard work on the inside, clogging those holes up, taking on the blocks of those guards, and leaving that outside for those ends to eat. Again, you can't double team both Quinn and Law, so they're gonna have to make a decision. Now, when they start seeing Quinn doing more stuff, they're going to have to figure out which one who you gonna block, because you can't double team both of them. Somebody's gonna eat. So there's gonna be times where D-Law is gonna have a lot of sacks in the game, and there's gonna be times where Quinn is gonna shine in the game. So when you look at these guys, don't get upset and don't say, oh well, he's not performing well. It's different reasons why. It works as a unit. Sometimes when one player is doing a certain thing, it benefits others. And if you're doing your job and it's benefiting the team as a whole, and you're getting that right amount of pressure, you're getting that ball back for your offense, that's all that matters. So just look at it from that perspective. Oh, goddamn. What you doing in here, brethren? So you done trolling Mark. Now you come in here trolling me? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Accident waiting to happen. Yeah, thanks for biting off of Stephen A. Smith. But what are you're a Falcons fan, right? What the hell are your Falcons doing right now? I'll wait. I'll wait. And my wife will wait too. Because I'm telling you, bruh. Come on, bruh. Everybody, let's show some love for brethren coming into the live stream right now. Mr. Falcon fan himself, Mr. Troll himself, Mr. My team is almighty but ain't doing the damn thing, brethren. How about it? How about welcome? Need to watch for Rodgers scrambling up the middle. Yes, and we are definitely going to talk about that, because I'm going to tell you, Aaron Rodgers, if you guys look at my last video, I was basically saying that Aaron Rodgers is I don't give a damn who's playing. You look at do I have a problem with Victor? He talked trash to you? Yeah, Victor's coming here doing some crazy stuff, but I think somebody blocked him, so I don't know if he's still on my channel or not. But but anyway, what you call it? Aaron Rodgers, man. Even though Devontae Adams is out, he is still going to do his thing. When they always have a chance when number 12 is on that field. Yes, they got a new coach. Yes, they have a different philosophy that they play. They want to run the ball more, but they can't really, because they don't have the personnel to do it like how the Cowboys would. But in order to stop Brady, I'm sorry, because him and Brady are both great. To stop Rodgers, you have to contain him, and you got to keep him off the field. So when you guys talk about dink and dunk Dak, or dink and dunking is not always a bad thing. sometimes dinking and dunking, and you get some chunk plays in there, you eat up that clock. And when you eat up that clock, it keeps Rodgers' ass off that field. So Rodgers is sitting on the sideline, not being able to beat your team. That way, your defense stays healthier and they're hungry. So when they get in the game, they can stop him more. So yeah. Let's say you say he'll be exposed today. We'll see. Our defense definitely got to step up. Coco, what's going on? Welcome. Quinn will bring the pressure. Yes. Tom Brady is still in his. Oh man. Yeah, Victor is weird. You have to watch Green Bay or they put up a Victor. And see the thing about Aaron Rodgers, he's a slippery dude. Um, yeah, and oh yeah. So Raymond, I was going to talk about that. That game that was so disrespectful. That I forgot which game what year. I don't know if that was that 2014. What year was that, Raymond? Where Aaron Rodgers didn't have his chin strap on because we couldn't provide pass rush in that game, and he was not getting pressured at all. You're going to have to frustrate him, and I think that our defensive tackles are going to have a big game today because they're going to have to collapse that pocket from the inside. That pocket is going to have to implode. Bring them down from the inside, and you're gonna see. Because the thing is, when you rush it from the outside and you're bringing pressure from the outside, that's cool. But quarterbacks are gonna scramble, and Aaron Rodgers can scramble. And those of you guys know he can scramble and throw that ball deep downfield for a touchdown. So you got to watch that, and you can't bring the farm to rush him because if you do that, he's gonna throw the ball over your head and score a touchdown. So you're gonna have to be smart about blitzing him and rushing him. Make sure that our cornerbacks are going to have to be watching for that ball. They're going to have to play on the ball, and we're going to have to get some turnovers in this game. Yeah, Stevie Mack, he is very Romo-like. Like when you look at quarterbacks like that are really good at diagnosing defenses. I mentioned this also in my last video too. That Danny McCray, I don't know if you guys remember Danny McCray. He was a safety that used to play for. He said in the players' lounge when they had their little podcast, he's basically saying he remembers a game that he was playing against Aaron Rodgers when he was playing with the Cowboys, and he was in there on defense, and they were I think in a cover two, and he was trying to disguise it as something else, but Aaron Rodgers knew exactly what he was doing, so he saw him trying to sneak it into the inside, but Aaron Rodgers winked at him. He literally winked at him from the quarterback position, winked at him and threw the ball over his head to the receiver, and then he scored a touchdown. Now, doing stuff like that, I mean, confidence, just confidence. We need Quinn the Snake to attack Rodgers all game. Yeah, he definitely will. And I was telling you guys, you look at this team and the defensive lineman that we have is very, very good. I don't know if Crawford's going to play this game. I don't know if they're going to sit him out one more game. But when Tyrone Crawford comes back, you're going to really see this line get better because what he does for that interior line helps the rest of the line. And some of you guys may not think so, but mark my words. Trust me on that one. Who's Green Bay's backup? I don't know. I never know. And it's crazy. When you look at their team, they don't look like they can do much. But remember, their receivers, Valdez Scantling, Marquez Valdez Scantling, their wide receiver, he's 6'3". They still got Jimmy Graham over there. I know that he's a shell of his former self, but he's still a red zone guy. You look at they got Geronimo Allison, and Geronimo Allison made some plays on us in that last game as well. Now they don't have Jared Cook anymore, but they do, like I said, they do got Jimmy Graham still, and Jimmy Graham is a red zone guy. So our corners and our safeties are definitely going to have to be on point with that. We have shorter guys, but they're gonna have to high point, and they're gonna have to play hard, and they're gonna have to make sure that Aaron Rodgers doesn't that back shoulder fade. You got to watch for that back shoulder fade. Now, the Packers' run defense is 26 in the league, but you can't always go by the numbers because sometimes teams know how to play certain teams. The Packers know how to play us. I know on the offensive side they do it anyway, but they've had a lot of changes on their defense. So it's a little different over there right now. But with the guys that they do have, you can definitely exploit that run game. But you're gonna have to be smart about it as well. Stop running that ball straight up the gut. You're gonna have to bounce the ball outside. You're gonna have to do some end arounds and things of that nature. So you're gonna have to get this ball moving. You get that ball moving on the ground. Even even dump off passes are gonna help you. Just getting that ball out in the flat and getting these guys open for them to get some yardage on this team. Um, Now I think they're fourth on passing plays, but again, with Michael Gallup coming back to this game, I think that you can still Dak Prescott can still throw on these guys because our receivers are definitely better than what they have in their back end. You said some guy called Tim Boyle. I don't know who the hell that is. Well, you said why does Brady keep winning with average talent around him? It's just the way that it's a mixture between him and just the way that they run their team. They don't. They make sure that they get a bunch of. They don't have a lot of Pro Bowlers. They have a bunch of solid guys that everybody does their job, and they adjust. They don't just keep doing the same things. They don't have a conservative coach like we do. Now, with Kellen Moore being here, I just hope that they give him the full range to be able to do what he wants to do. But I think that we're probably going to be stagnant to a certain position until Jason Garrett is completely gone. Because we're going to have to. We need aggressive head coach like we have with Marinelli and Chris Richard on that defensive side. Because those guys on the defensive side, they're definitely hype coaches. And if you get that type of energy with this offense, our offense is good. We have a lot of good players. You got to utilize them. I still haven't seen Jameis Olawale do anything. They got weapons. You got to utilize them. There's no excuse why you can't get your guys up. I understand the Saints game with the crowd noise. You couldn't get that RPO going like you wanted to. But this game, there's no excuse for that because it's a home game. I better see a bunch of RPO because that is Dak's bread and butter. That's where Dak flourishes. That's where he is his best. When he has that option to run, and let Dak run. He's a big, sturdy quarterback. He's like a Cam Newton type when he's healthy. When Cam Newton's healthy, that is. Get him in there and run his butt around and confuse this defense. You're gonna have to get them running. You see how when the Saints played us with Teddy Bridgewater, all they did was have us just running. They were tiring out our defense. This is what the Cowboys offense needs to do now and going forward to beat these teams. Period. Oh yeah, Donovan Wilson. I like that young guy too. I think he's going to be really good. Coco said we need to be on our A game today for this win. We definitely do. That is important. Yeah, and I don't know why they didn't use Pollard last game. I don't know what that was about. L Boogie, what's going on, brother? What's up, Blue 4-1, bro? We're gonna come out like this. Yes, let's hope that they do that. You said Packers can't stop a nosebleed. It's funny how we say that, but then we get into a game like, why are they stopping us? Because everybody loves to try to beat the Cowboys. That's just what it is. Everybody's like, oh, well, Cowboys think they're America's team. We're gonna win. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna beat them. What you got to say, brethren? What? Wish y'all luck today, but y'all don't sleep on the Packers regardless of their injuries. Because I don't sleep on any team. If you notice, if you watch my live streams and you watch my videos, you will never hear me hating or downplaying any team. I give credit where credit's due because I speak the truth. I know a lot about football. I do a lot of studying on different teams and things of that nature. Even a team like the Dolphins, yes, they are not winning right now, but you look at their team and you look at some of the players they have on it, and you scratch your head like, why are they not winning? They can win. I mean, they got to. I mean, their quarterbacks aren't bad. I just don't understand. I don't know. Maybe it's their offensive line, or if they just given up. Maybe they gave up. I don't know. But remember, Devontae Parker gave our corners some fits in that Dolphins game. Granted, he dropped the ball. If Devontae Parker didn't drop that one deep ball that he had, that would have been a touchdown. They actually would have scored. that touchdown on us. So I'm just saying, like you can't go into any game underestimating any team. And this Packers defense, you look at how I guess not great they were against the Eagles, but again, every game is different. Teams play things differently. You can't. I mean, I'm not going to say their defense is trash. I'm not going to definitely say that. The Dolphins are tanking because they just gave up, and that's pretty much what that is. Because they have talent. Remember, you're not playing against a college team. You're not playing against a high school team. Everybody's in the NFL. Everybody gets paid for a reason. So yes, a team may be less um, talented than you. You may have a more talented roster on paper, but any team can beat any other team in the league when they put their mind, their heart to it. Because again, you remember in that Dolphins game, we started off slow because even Dak Prescott said himself, he got greedy. They got too cocky. When you get too cocky when you're playing a team that you think that you're gonna just demolish, they can sneak and do some things to beat you because you're not paying attention. So when you're focused on the game and you're playing the way that you play, regardless of who the opponent is, you play your game. Don't step out of your mindset, because once you get into that mindset of I'm better than this team, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and this team is trash, all of a sudden that trash team is gonna beat you because you're too confident, you're too cocky. You got to stay humble and you got to play your game. You play your game, you win the team, you win against the teams you're supposed to. I definitely think the Dallas is better than the Eagles, but I'm definitely not hating on the Eagles either because they definitely got a good line. They got a good tight end. They got two good tight ends. They have a whole slew of running backs. And remember, they went and got Jordan Howard from the Bears, so they're forever churning their roster. Wentz I think is a really good quarterback, but the thing about him is his health. So we all make jokes about wheelchair Wentz, but when he plays, when he get in the zone, he was a first round pick for a reason. So look at it like that. But I love the fact that even though Dak Prescott um, was a fourth round pick and he wasn't expected to do anything, you gotta admit that Dak. I don't care if you hate Dak or not. I don't give a damn if you hate Dak or not. Listen to what I'm saying. The things that Dak has done since he got in the league. Name me some other quarterbacks that has done that. I mean, you look at his stats, and the only one that has higher stats than him right now, from a full body of work since he's been here, is Tom Brady, the most winningest quarterback since he got in the league outside of Tom Brady since 2016. He was not expected to do anything, anything, but he came in and took over this team as his own. Even when we had the trash play calls from Scott Linehan, he still succeeded. He doesn't have a losing season. Even the Niners, even the season that we didn't make the playoffs, it was still a winning season. It was 9-7. So it's still a winning season, regardless of what you think. What it do, Dave? What's going on, man? So I'm just saying. And everybody was jumping on Jerry Jones about him comparing him to Tom Brady. First of all, listen to what he was saying. So when people hear people talk, sometimes they just take key words out. Comparison to Tom Brady. It wasn't that he was necessarily comparing him to. He was basically saying that he has the attitude, the mindset, the poise, the leadership abilities that Tom Brady possesses already. I think that Dak's not done yet. This is only his fourth year. He is only going to get better at this point. Look at some of the quarterbacks that got drafted with him. I'll wait. What is Paxton Lynch doing right now? What's Christian Hackenberg doing right now? This dude went to the damn AAF or whatever, that league, and got benched in that league before they went under. So I'm just saying, like, everybody has their opinion. You can hate Dak all you want to, but I'm just saying I don't make excuses for any player. I just speak the truth and what it is, and I'm just telling you what it is. Stats don't lie, because I watch this team, and you look at because what kills me is when the Cowboys lose a game, they're like, "Well, Dak, thank God they didn't pay him yet because he ain't worth it." What? So when Tom Brady has a bad game, like he did against the Bills, even though they won, that's because his defense scored. Tom Brady had a terrible game offensively. It happens. Aaron Rodgers has bad games. It happens. We're human. But nobody chastises them when they have bad games, or nobody comes to them saying, "Oh, you're trash and you don't need to be on the team." Why? Because they've been in the league longer and they got Super Bowls and accolades. That's fine. I get that. Only time will tell with Dak Prescott. Sky's the limits with him, and I'm gonna back my quarterback up because I'm a true Dallas Cowboy fan, regardless. So whoever we have as our quarterback, I am going to support because of the simple fact that I am a Cowboy fan. Now, I criticize, yes. Did Dak Prescott? No, he's not perfect. Is any quarterback? No. But you look at where he came from and what he had to endure to get to the point where he is now, and the pressure it is to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys because you are forever being talked about. When Tony Romo was the quarterback, y'all thought he was the sorriest quarterback in the league. Now you guys are all on his cojones now that he is out of the league and in the booth. Oh, he's great. He's this and that. But I love Tony Romo when he was a player as well. I always thought that he was a smart guy. He was a guy that was able to come out there and do what he needed to do day in, day out. He didn't get enough credit. And now all of a sudden he's not playing. Everybody want to give him credit. So, this is a very fickle fan base, and it irritates me. And I'm off my soapbox on that. Kevin Hansen, what's going on? Thanks for the super chat, man. Been listening for a while. Thought it was time for the super chat. Who is next? Ready for some? I appreciate you, man. I definitely do. What about that quarterback coming out of Clemson? Man? I haven't got a chance to look at him. Again, and Romo's style was very different than Dak Prescott. Yes, he is a gunslinger. And when you're a gunslinger, it's like making an omelet. You're going to throw a bunch of interceptions because it's 50-50. Anytime you throw on the ball more than 20 yards down the field, it's a 50-50 play. So because it's a 50-50 play, you're playing Russian roulette. You can't make an omelet without cracking a couple of eggs, and those eggs are interceptions. So it's pretty much what it is. Dak is a little bit more careful type of player. But basically, when Kitna came in here, Kitna told him, I need you to have confidence, young boy. Go out there and play your game and do what you need to do. And Dak has done that. And he's definitely trying. Like, is he making mistakes? Yeah, of course. But that's all about the maturation and learning process. And I'm proud of what he's done. And I'm proud of what he could potentially do in the future. Like you said, the bandwagoners and make this fan base toxic. The actual Cowboy fans are chilling. So yeah, I agree. Because I don't know where all this negativity came from. Because the Cowboy fans that I've known over the years were never like that. Oh yeah, man. It's the Eagle fans, man. The Eagle fans is like I don't even want to go to Lincoln Financial Field to a game up there because again, I'm gonna end up going to jail, man. Because you can't help but get into a fight, man, because they're gonna disrespect you, and you know me, I don't play that. Donnell, what's going on, brother? John House in the house. What it do? Am I looking for Cobb to represent? Yeah, and see, this is the thing about Cobb that you guys also need to understand too. Him and Dak are still getting their rapport together. Um, they're still trying to get a feel of each other. And granted, yes, they had an off season. Yes, they had the training camp, but it takes time. You look at with Dak and Gallup, they were like they hung out. So it's not just going to practice and doing this. You're gonna have to hang out with your receivers, see what they like, and that's gonna take a little bit of time with him and Cobb. Cobb was a slot guy, so his bread and butter is that slot position. Yes, he can play on the outside, but um, it just he just had a bad game. But I think he's gonna bounce back, and he might score a touchdown on his old team. So yeah. Dave, you said those fair weather fans need to chill. Remember Ryan Leaf, Chad Hutchinson, Drew Bledsoe? Yes, I remember those guys. And you talk about when we didn't have a quarterback, but everybody's bitching and complaining about Dak Prescott. where we actually have a quarterback that can actually win and is winning, but you forget about what we had before and those deficiencies that we had between the trash quarterbacks that we had between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. You can name all of the trash quarterbacks that came up in between that. And those were the years where you're like, well, that's the reason why we had a Super Bowl in so many years. And then Jason Garrett comes along, and then you get a couple of 8-8s. You get a 12-4 here, a 13-3, 11-5, a 10-6, and some more 8-8s. And you're like, shh, we almost had it, almost. But, you know, and I understand that the Cowboy fan base is frustrated. I completely understand that. But what you got to understand is it's just the way of the land. You just you got to roll with it. You got to ride the wave. And I don't know a fan base that's more loyal to their team than the Cleveland Browns. I mean, look at all the years they sucked. I mean, they went 2 straight seasons damn near without a win, and they were still down for their team. I'm all right, Donna. How you doing? Darren, what's going on? He cool. He had a little cold that he's getting over, but he's getting better though. I believe Kyle putting the work today. I believe it too. Legendary games: Mahomes, Wilson, Prescott, new kid coming in to Lawrence, Wentz due for his number. Are you grading them on their play like since they've been in the league? Legendary gaming. And Cobb should be able to do some work today. Now that Gallup's back in the lineup, because they're gonna have to check somebody. I like Cobb, I really do. I was very happy when they signed him. Joseph Hedley said, side note, I actually spoke with Victor for a long time last night. He really does have mental health issues, and sometimes he does not have the same thinking ability as regular folks. I figured that was a situation, but this is the thing, like, go get counseling. Go get help for that. Because mental health is a serious thing, and it's not a funny matter. But get the help that you need. And all Victor had to do to Mark is say what he said to you, Joseph. That's what he needed to say to Mark when he apologized to him about that crap that he pulled. Okay, you got mental health issues. I understand that. So let somebody know. So nobody knows. So you're just not coming on people's live stream being all sporadic and erratic and bipolar and this and that. Because again, you don't have a picture. We don't know who you are. It is what it is. You know about us because you see our faces. You see us out doing things. So you kind of get a gauge of our personality and how we are as YouTubers. But a lot of time we don't know anything about you guys as far as what you guys are going through in your personal lives. So if you don't say anything, nobody knows. Remember what I was telling you guys. This is Cowboy Nation. We are supposed to be a family. So if you are a real family, do not, and when I say do not sit here and talk crap to each other about that when we can come together and help each other out, because get the counseling that you need. I did a video last year about counseling, and I said that, and it helped. And L Boogie, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but what I said helped L Boogie. You never know some of the positive things that you say when it helps other people. So shout out to you, Joseph, for being there for Victor. But Victor has to understand too that, you know, if you have these issues, you need to talk to it. Talk. Say something so people understand, so they're not just being mean to you for no reason. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Dano 896. Hey, thank you, man, for the super check. Congrats on the baby. I appreciate it, man. You think Dak looks for Cobb a little bit more? He's a great game as well. He probably will. And you know that Dak and Cobb are probably sitting back thinking, like, you know what? We playing against your old team this week, brother. And I know Aaron Rodgers really likes you. I know he misses you. So let's go in there and show Aaron Rodgers why they didn't resign. And again, they could have had Cobb still. Their brass did not resign him. They let him go into free agency, and that helped out the Cowboys. Your trash is my treasure, brother. That's all I'm saying. Pro Football Focus got the Cowboys winning. Yeah, they do. I don't normally listen to what Pro Football Focus say because sometimes it's clickbait stuff. But you know, I agree with him. Whenever it's a Cowboy win, I always agree. Gallup will make a difference in our offense. He always does. He always does. He hasn't had a touchdown yet, but he's got a lot of yardage, and that's definitely helped this team. Jared Goff does not have it. Sean McVay calling all his audibles. Yeah, but again, it goes to show you that Sean McVay made Jared Goff what he was, and the success he did have was because of Sean McVay. So you got to give him Sean McVay a lot of credit. Just Sean McVay is like, what is that? A year or two younger than me? That's crazy. Joseph, you said I'll be talking to his counselor tomorrow to get on that phone. Okay. Well, that's good that you're there for him, man. That's definitely. I'm pretty sure he'll appreciate that. I hope I hope and pray he gets the help that he needs. Yeah. With those throws that Cobb missed, I would say that it was both on Dak and Cobb. That one that was in the back of the end zone, Dak threw that one too far out for him to reach out for it, and then the one that he threw that was across the field, that one it was a catchable. They always say if you catch the ball, if it touches your hands, you should be able to catch it. Even though it was a little bit behind him, Cobb still should have caught that. Yes, yeah. I hope Gallup has a good game because I have him in my fantasy. uh, oh yeah, at home. You know, at home we gonna open that playbook, bro. You already know. Yo, shout out to Joseph Heatherly, man. Like, real good dude, man. That's the attitude that you should be having. Wayne, what's going on? Good morning. Is it still morning? Yeah, good morning. Good morning. It's almost 12. Jet D, my keys to today's game. If you go back and look at my video I did yesterday, I did my keys to success, but I will talk a little bit more about them today as well. Um, you got to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, first and foremost, because he's going to do damage to you. All he needs is a minute. You see what he did in that game, in that playoff game when we lost, when he threw that ball on the side to Jared Cook. That was a heartbreaker. That was a heartbreaker. Um, you said you're worried about Amari. Yeah, well, he seems to not be worried, but you know these players are going to lie because they're tough and they don't want to make excuses for themselves. They're going to say they're fine even when they're not fine. Um, you can tell that he did take a step back as far as his play, as far as his running, I should say. But I think that he should still be good enough to play in this game and still make some plays, especially since Gallup is back. Um, that should take some pressure off of him because now you're going to have to check Gallup. But yeah, after the Jets, we do have a hard stretch coming. We do, because we still got to play the Lions. We got to play the Bears defense, because their defense is really good. We got the Patriots, and in this off season, we were looking at the Bills like they were going to be an easy win, but that Thanksgiving game ain't guaranteed either. That Bills defense, you see what they did with Tom Brady. And the only reason why the Patriots even won that game was because of their own defense. So, your team has to play on point. Maria, how you doing? Oh yeah, I do. And I talk about the NFC East all the time. And the Redskins looking like they're not living here in the DMV. I see what the players say in the news and what the mindset of their team is right now. And I was driving last night and I heard one of the radio DJs talking. They was like, "Oh, we're playing the Patriots this week." They're so in a funk right now. They're just hoping to get the ball past midfield. So the Redskins kind of they're down in the dumps right now, but they need a win to get them back on course. But all it takes is a win. Remember, these teams are only 1 and 2 games behind us. So because we lost to the Saints, we didn't help ourselves. So I'm not underestimating any team in this division because they can still win. The Giants, now they got Daniel Jones as their quarterback. They're going to be playing much better. And as soon as they get Saquon Barkley back, he's going to be dynamic as well. The Eagles, they're going to be right there with us because towards the end of their season, they're going to have an easy stretch. So you got to keep winning. All you got to do is focus on yourself and win your games because, again, you can't go into a week hoping that another team wins because they're always going to let you down. That's just the way it is. You got to play your game and do what you got to do. Yeah, Jet D, he's definitely that type of player. Yeah, and see, and with Kellen Moore allows him to be himself, and that's what I like about it. And he's definitely throwing the ball downfield. And we've seen Dak throw deep. We know that he can do it. So the people that say he can't doesn't make sense. So when I look at that, I'm like, what are you talking about? Uh, what's the drunk fan's name that y'all met in Dallas at the hotel? I don't even remember. That all that was a blur. I don't remember, and I feel bad for not remembering his name because I saw him all weekend. I forgot. So the line seems to be struggling. Well, we got injuries. Remember, Travis Frederick is not completely 100% because I don't think he ever will be because of that syndrome. Um, Lyle Collins is playing his butt off. He's playing well. Connor Williams, he's still got to work on that strength. He's got athletic ability, but I think Suafilo is better than him. I think that the line is actually more sturdier when Suafilo is playing in place of Connor Williams. But he's a young guy, but they want him to progress. They want him to be better. So that's why they keep putting him out there because again, you can't get better unless you do it. You can't get better on the sideline. It is what it is. I know the Bears aren't until December, but that we still play them. That's what I'm talking about. We still got to play them, and you got to play there in December in cold weather. Okay. Yes. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. It would be super sweet to beat New England, but we got to be on our A game and do something like that. Our defense has to take charge and take a lesson out of the Bills book and see what did the Bills do to frustrate him. We got to do that because even though the Bills defense is good, I think ours is still better. You could say. And see, Coop's not 100%, but I don't think Gallup is either. So, I know that he's a young guy and they bounce back fast, but coming back from a knee surgery for a partially torn meniscus and coming back in 2 weeks, that's unheard of. But they said he's been doing good in practice and running, so we'll see how that goes. Shred that cheese. That's what I'm talking about, Wayne. You said Cole want all the smoke with us. That's fine. And when we do play the Bills on Thanksgiving, he better not come up that middle. That's all I'm saying. He going cracked. Oh, you said for today. Oh, well, the Redskins more likely going to lose because they're playing the Patriots. So that's going to drop them to 0-5. Ouch. Jesus. Ooh, man. That's just, Lord Jesus. Just thinking about that. That just hurts. Um, the Eagles are very confident right now. I hope every team in the division loses, to be honest with you. But um, the Giants and the Eagles are starting to play better, and they're creeping up on the Dallas Cowboys. So the Dallas Cowboys just has to continue to play their game and do what they need to do. Because as long as the Cowboys win, then we can worry about what the other teams are losing. But if the other teams are winning and we're just sitting there just not doing it, it's not going to work out. Oh, thanks for bringing that up, Joseph. I meant to mention that. So I have my artist working on my secondary logo design. It's an image of me. Uh, that's going to be on my T-shirts and things of that nature. So it's basically going to be the YouTube channel merch and my DJ merch. So I'll let you guys know when that's available, and I'll present the design to you guys. So you guys already know my regular logo, the D2 E2 Blue Entertainment, the one that I use for my DJing. That's also going to be on a T-shirt too. So basically, fans that are not fans of the Cowboys, it won't have the star on it. So they can buy the merch as well, because I do have subscribers that are not Cowboy fans that will still support. So there's that one without the star, and then there's the other ones with the star on it. So I'm working on that right now. So that'll be available soon. I'll let you guys know when that happens. How long is Smith expected to be out? It's everybody's saying, like, some people are saying like 1 week, which is completely asinine to me. But um, I would say at least 2 weeks. I would say if he don't play this game in the Jets and then he comes back the week after, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's why I said in my last video, shout out to Britt Brown and that strength and conditioning group for the Cowboys, because for Michael Gallup to have knee surgery like that for his partially torn meniscus and be back after 2 weeks, that's and running. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's great. Keep a close eye on Graham today. He will get a lot of targets. Yeah, he will. Because what Aaron Rodgers is going to do is he's going to look at our purge squad like this. Oh, you guys are some shorter players. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back shoulder fade that I'm famous for to my man Jimmy Graham and see if you can stop it. So they definitely got to get on point with that. Uh, Tank is going to show up. He showed up the games before, but you have to understand that, like I said, he's getting double and triple team. This is the reason why Quinn and other guys are eating so well right now, because he's getting double and triple team. Um, it's going to be a point where they're going to have to watch out for Quinn as well, and they're going to look at Quinn like, okay, well, we have to check this guy as well. But Dad, we can't keep D Law open either. But they're going to have to figure it out, and that's on them. But Tank is fine. He will be fine. Trust me on that. Hello, Carol. You said Garrett already knows he's gone. Oh man. You said you see me rocking the Steve Harvey line. Oh yeah, before he went to his, I ain't never going bald though. I'll tell you that. I think it's more like the Ice Cube though, because I've been trying to. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel about Jason Garrett as well. As long as Jason Garrett just does his job and stays out of the play calling, I'm okay with him as well. That's how I feel about it. You got your philosophy, your rah rah, you talk to your team, but let Kellen Moore be Kellen Moore and do his thing. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a good game. It's definitely gonna be a good game. So is Gallup starting? Of course he is. Oh, you cut your dreads too? Yeah, I just thought it was time. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I get a lot more compliments now without them. Even though I loved my hair, I miss it. I still got it in the bag somewhere. But you gotta make changes in life sometimes. That's the way it is. And I'm getting used to my short hair. I got my little curl thing going on, and trying to get the new fade life going on. You know how that go. Uh, Sheila Neal, what's going on? Said last time you saw me, I had dreads. Yeah, that was back in May. R.I.P. to the locks. You said Devin Smith should be a wide receiver over Tavon. They're both fast players though, but they're not utilizing them like they should. This is what I'm talking about. And the Cajun Cowboy, that's what you're talking about, like that RPO. Dak he's going to be in shotgun as well. So you look to see them do the things that we saw in the first 3 games of the season. I think that the is going to suit them very well because that's the way that Dak Prescott plays. You Every quarterback is different, so the way that you run your offense has to be predicated on how your quarterback plays. This is the reason why we weren't winning games before because even when Dak Prescott first got on this team, we were still running the Tony Romo type of team. Tony Romo is a way different quarterback than that. Why do you think that no other backup quarterback outside of John Kitna won games for the Cowboys, like and maybe Kyle Orton, but they didn't do anything because the way that we run our offense, it was just predicated on what Tony Romo did. Even up until last year, it wasn't a thing where okay, well Dak Prescott, it wasn't Dak Prescott's team. I think now with the power of 4 and it being his 4th year, you can now say that this is Dak Prescott's offense. So this is like the start of the new regime. Carol, you said Mark got you blocked. Well, you already know why. I kept telling you to leave Michael alone. Told you. That's the reason why. Oh, Jet D, I appreciate it, man. I definitely do. Yeah. I didn't have much of a father in my life, so I'm definitely gonna be that for mine. So oh, I do. Do you not see my notifications? I put out videos a lot. I try to put out at least one a week, but you guys do know I do have a son. I got a baby, and it's hard between going to work and coming home to my baby, and he's been sick this week too. So I haven't been able to put out my content as much as I wanted to this week. But I normally do one video a day. I normally try to at least do that. I will never be like Mark Holmes. You will never see me put out more than 3 videos a day. Speaking of, hey, hey, boo boo, everybody, it's Austin. Hey, boo boo. Um, and he spells his name Austyn. It's not the standard Austin. Yeah, Joseph. I don't know what's up with the notification things because YouTube. I don't know. Sometimes the notifications don't come right. So what you're gonna have to do is, so those of you guys that aren't getting your notifications, what you're probably gonna have to do is for. I know. Well, Mark was saying that like after like 3, if you do like a certain amount of videos a day, it doesn't register sometimes. So what you're gonna have to do is just actually go to our pages and just check to see what new content that we put out. He said you got 5 babies. Real work. Who you got 5? Ooh Lord. I don't want no more than this one. Seeing how hard it is. And he just coming off a cold right now. So and that hair growing in too. My baby boy. Say hi, Austin. Say hi. Um He gonna be a future YouTuber. He gonna do everything I do. I'm gonna teach him everything, and I'm gonna give him a choice. But ain't no choice with that. You gonna be a Cowboy fan. He's gonna be a Cowboy fan. He'll wear Raven stuff, but he'll really be a Cowboy fan. Yes, another little cowboy. Yes, yes. I seem more level-headed than some other YouTubers. Well, I mean, with me is I just use common sense. I just kind of just look at the game, and like I said, because I know football well, I just look at the game, and there's no reason for me not to be level-headed. I mean, because again, nobody gets paid for this. We don't work for these teams. You know what I mean? Like we do this out of because we love football. We love to talk about it, and that's just the big thing. And we love to. And I know me personally, I love to basically reach out to you guys because again, there's a lot of people that never played football. They don't understand what things mean. So I try to like bring different perspectives to the game. You all right? So I try to bring different perspectives to the game, so you guys can see. Okay, what you hear in the media is not always what it is. So I try to give you guys different perspectives that make sense. Uh, Zeke pre-Elliott experience. What's going on? Oh yeah, no, the YouTube's notifications are messed up because I know some other YouTubers that I follow, like some of the gamer YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm not getting none of their content. I literally have to go to their channel and see what they've been putting out. It's like, dang, I done missed like 3 videos they put out. Then I got to go back and watch their videos. You said Mark Holmes puts out a video of him putting out a video. Oh, that is the funniest comment ever. Shout out to you, David, saying that was hilarious. No, he does do that. And you know, it's funny. He get mad when I call him out on that. He's like, well, you know, I do this. I'm like, Mark, I'm just playing, man. Like, oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate, Carol. I'm sorry about that. Whatever that account is, just report it then if it's not you. I gotta read that again. Mark Holmes puts out a video of him putting out a video. He'd be in the middle of a live stream on his computer and be like, he'll pull out his phone, like, "Hello, Mark Holmes here." I'm like, God damn, how many? What are you doing? He's like, I guess the phone video is his reaction video, and then the live stream is just what everybody's watching on the live stream. I just think that's hilarious, though. I really do. You said you got 5 grandchildren. Do I want one? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with him. Say, hey everybody. Hey. He chilling right now though. And he's drooling on me. I don't got nothing to wipe him mouth with. Wait, so wait a minute. Hold on. So Joseph, you're saying that Victor made a fake account for Carol? What the hell? Who does that? He owes you $800. What in the whole hell? That's sad. Mm-mm-mm. Should you put Galaxy? I say Galaxy. Woo, Lord Jesus. Should I put Gallup in my fantasy? Yeah, you should, because I did. He's in my lineup. Yeah, Coco. Yeah, I'm confused as well. I didn't understand that. Victor Marcones asked us if we should bang you and say yes for being disrespectful. Yeah, because I don't know. I try to stay out of it. You waiting to see the new Cowboys pacifier? he has a little sippy cup that when he gets old enough to actually use it, um, he'll have that too. Shout out to Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie sent me a care package, a bunch of onesies and stuff for him, but they're like the way the Cowboys thing is said they were too big, so they were all like I think 12 month. They were like 1 year onesies, so he'll grow into those. So I'm holding those until next season. Yeah, Bass, I'm working on that. Once I get everything situated with him, I'm gonna start doing more things like that. Just be patient with me. Give me some time. I got y'all. So you said Tavon Austin is useless. I don't think he's useless. They're just not using him. Any player is useless if you don't use it. I mean, having a Lamborghini is useless too if it sits in your garage for a bunch of time. If you don't ever drive it. So I mean, that's just how I feel about that. Yes, thank God for that. What you doing, boy? You looking at the little helmet? Oh, I'm gonna have to like lock stuff up when he start walking because he gonna be in everything. So I got these the little helmets for game day. Um, so the Green Bay and Cowboys playing this week. So mhm. Yeah, because I don't have the thing to wipe his mouth with. Okay, come on, Julian. Say bye, everybody. Made my cameo. And he drooled on me. That's good luck though. That means we're gonna win because my son drooled on me. Oh yeah, I know, Darrell. He will, because he growing fast already. Just seeing him that big is like, Jesus Christ. Oh, I got a lot of pictures and stuff of him and I already, so I'm gonna be good on that. He said, "Carol, I'm gonna need about $800, please." Leave Carol alone. What's my score predictions? So we talked about how Aaron Rodgers is. We know he has the ability to march up and down the field. So I really took a lot of thought into this when I was talking about what my score prediction would be for this game. Now I know some YouTubers don't like to do, and here come the dog. It's like both of my kids here. Um, all right, Jet D, holla at you, brother. Let's get this win. Sheila, you said 34-17, so I don't think it's going to be that much of a because it is Aaron Rodgers, and unless something happened in the game and he get injured, I don't see us beating them by that much. But here, right here, Coco, Coco, go, Coco. My dog is crazy. Um, but yeah, so I think that the game is going to be much closer than that because if you get into a situation where you have a shootout, now that is unless this team decides, or the Cowboys for that matter, decide they want to start dinking and dunking and spreading that ball out and running the clock out and running the ball. I think that you can be in a situation where you start scoring, he scores. So I think there's going to be a closer game. So I'm looking at more of because I think you're going to have to score at least 30 points to beat this team. So I'm going to say 34-28 Cowboys. If the Jets beat the E-Girls today, how would I feel? I would be excited. And I have to go on Philly 500's page and I have to troll him. I have to be the troller in this situation, um, and watch him spaz the hell out. Matter of fact, I might watch his live stream just to see what happens because if they start losing, I'm just gonna be in there with a bunch of LOLs and smiley faces and laughing faces and all that. That's gonna be my reaction. You said 27-30 Cowboys. Okay. You said my kid's gonna be like Shango's kid. Oh wait, what happened to the? Hey, if that's how you feel, go do that. Doesn't bother me. Um, where's Incognito? Did Incognito change his name? Y'all don't be coming in here confusing me, y'all. Don't be doing that. Bobby Ice, what's going on, brother? You said Cowboys 27, Packers 17. Okay. All right. Anybody else got some predictions? What y'all think? What y'all think? Yes, I think Cobb is gonna have a game. I think that he's gonna make some plays on his old team. So oh, Incognito revived. So you're revived this time. Okay. Incognito, appreciate you coming back in here, man. I haven't seen you for a while though. It was good to see you here, bro. You said get used to all those new bodily fluids. I know. I know. You need to set up a Discord server where your fans can chat. Yes, I do need to do that as well. I agree. I don't even know how that works. I need to figure that out because I've seen some YouTubers do the Discord thing. I know Law Nation does it. I'm gonna have to check it. I'm gonna do my research on it and check it out and figure it out. Because, like I said, I've had my channel now for what I guess 2 years now, so I'm still learning the ins and outs of the things that you can do outside of just the YouTube. Oh, Joseph, I didn't do it yet because I didn't get it from Mark yet. I got to get it from. I'll talk to him when I go see him today. I'll be at his house today. Cowboys 31, Green Bay 20, Zeke 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. That would be a good game for Zeke, and that would be a great day for my fantasy as well. When's kickoff, please? 4:25 Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you are though, but yeah, that's how I feel. As long as see a W is a W. It don't matter how ugly or clean it is. It is what it is. As long as they win this game, that's all I care about. What's going on, Chuck? You said Cowboys win 28-17. I think that's the score. Everybody's saying that 28-17 mark. We'll see how that works. I'm looking to see that. Yeah, I'll just call Law and ask him. I'm pretty sure he'll help me out with that. Oh, we got some UK people in here. Shout out to the UK. Trust me, I need it. Latest on Donovan Wilson. He's supposed to be playing, but we'll see. They're gonna rotate these guys around, especially with Kayvon Austin done for the. I said Kayvon. Who the hell is Kayvon Austin? I'm messing up like Mark. Oh, shout out to Mark Holmes, man, the homie, the OG. No, I said Kayvon. That's my frat brother. I'm messing up his name. Oh my God, Kayvon Frazier. Jesus Christ. Tore his pec, so he's out for the season. So I think they brought up that other wide receiver, Ventrell Bryant. So they're probably gonna bring Donovan Wilson in there, play more. We got to see what this special teams play does because everybody been trying to kick Kayvon off this team, but you remember what he does on special teams. My guys, YouTube Blue, the mighty Robert Quinn is going to hit Aaron Rodgers. Yes. And, I hate to bring up David Irving because I always vowed that I wouldn't talk about him ever again. But David Irving was a Packers killer. And he was coming in there just at the defensive tackle position with those long arms and just providing that pressure. When I tell you guys how you need to play Aaron Rodgers, I've been saying this whole week. You got to hit him up the middle. Our defensive tackles got to step up. Malik Collins. If they put Tristan Hill back in there, Christian Covington, they're gonna have to get some push up that middle. They're gonna have to implode that pocket. They're gonna have to implode that pocket, and just shut it down so he can't step up. So what's gonna happen is when he's when that pocket collapses on the inside and he tries to run around the outside, it's gonna be Quentin Law right there. It's gonna be like crab claws. They're just gonna put the clamps on. You feel me? So that's pretty much what it is. Who wins, Giants or Vikings? I'm gonna go with the. I don't know because the Vikings ain't doing too good either. What's the boy name? Stephon Diggs. He wants out, so because he ain't getting the ball. Who you huffing and puffing at? A dog over here giving me attitude. No, she just want to chill over here with me. E2, all you need to do is have a drawing from your super chats for the $100. Then have the winner contact me, and I will order whatever he or she wants up to 100 and send directly. Okay, I could do that. The next live stream that I'll do because I'll do that. I'll do that for the next live stream, Joseph. I got you. So what I'll do is, Joseph, on the next one that I'll do, I'll just write everything down, like the names for the super chats, and I will email it to you, and then I'll refer you to their. I'll get their information, and then we go from there like that. What do I know about Josh Jones? He's definitely a pretty good safety. The reason why he wanted out of Green Bay was because for whatever reason they had a stacked DB section, so they weren't playing him like that. And I guess he was feeling slighted that he got pushed down the roster, and it was just all because of play. So I think that, but he's a very good special teams player, and I think that's the reason why the Cowboys picked him up. So I don't know how great he is as a regular safety, but he does have good ball instincts. That's what I do know about him. But he's definitely a special teams guy. So he's definitely going to help this team out in the special teams area for right now. But if he keeps getting better with the team and he proves to the team that he needs to be out there on actual defensive snaps, then they'll make that determination. But again, Will McClay is great at getting player personnel in here. So that's one thing that I do like about it. What time is it? 12:12. I got to get ready to end this in a minute. Giants will upset the Vikings. Golden take 2 touchdowns. I don't want the Giants to win. I want our division to keep losing, but okay. Who said something about Mark's wife? You guys are funny. Ezekiel Elliott better have a good game, and they better use Tony Pollard too. You, wait, what? Yeah, I hate to say that too, but yeah, when she does watch with us, we do normally lose. I'm not gonna say it's because of that, but lately it has been like that. Okay, Joseph, no problem, Joseph. Joseph, you still got my email. Just hit me up. Oh, incognito, I forgot. Since you changed your thing, I got to put you back as a moderator. So, you need to leave for. You said I need to leave from Mark's house so I don't be eat too late. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. So how y'all feel about this game, man? Like, I mean, look, I just want to say that what we cannot do is drop 2 games in a row. That's what we cannot do. Um, when you look at when you go back to the beginning of the season, you look at the roster and what happened. Some people said that we were going to lose the Saints game, win the Packers. Some people said that we were going to win the Saints, lose the Packers, and other people was like we was going to sweep both of them. But again, you definitely want to beat your NFC conference games because that Saints game is probably going to come back and haunt the Cowboys because when you look at playoff seeding, the Cowboys definitely, well, we know the Saints, they're basically trying to stay afloat right now. With that win with us, without Drew Brees, if they keep winning without Drew Brees, and when he comes back, they're definitely going to be a playoff team. And Drew Brees knows how to use that offense more than anybody. So they're going to be a dangerous team because I think that if we got to go to the playoffs and we got to go through them, we're going to have to go back to the Superdome. And you know that crowd noise is not visitor friendly, as I should say. Oh yeah, I think both Gallup and Cooper are gonna score. I believe so. You said it's a redemption game for Dak and Zeke, and oh yeah, I believe so. It's about time. It's about time. So just go to the link, sign up for free. Once you're this is Cowboys Discord. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna have to sign up for mine too. But again, whenever you're playing in a hostile environment like that with that crowd noise, it is really hard to get plays off. And you can't. And the way that the Cowboys run their offense, because we do use a lot of RPO and running out of the shotgun and things of that nature. So communication is key, and everybody needs to know their assignment and what they're doing. So if you're audibling and changing plays, you're not going to be able to do that when it's that loud. So you pretty much got to run the play, even though you don't want to run that play, and that could be a hell of a disadvantage for your team. So because of that, when you're not playing in a harsh environment like that, you're going to see the Cowboys play much better and excel. That's just unfortunately how it's going to be. But I keep telling you guys, Kellen Moore has only coordinated 4 games in his career so far. So granted, he's a football guy. He knows the X's and O's very well. Having this gig is new. So he's going to have some kinks. He's going to make some mistakes. He's not going to be perfect. So because of that reason, you're going to have to you got to give him a chance. So I feel like some people in our fan base are so fickle. They're so judgmental, and they don't think about normal stuff. Think about a job that you get hired for. When you first get a job and it's the first time you've ever done that type of work, what you think you just gonna come in and just beast out? You think that you're just gonna be the best person? No, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes because you have to learn. And in order to learn, you got to do it. And in order to do it, you got to do it. In order to get better at it, you have to make that mistake and fix it and get better at it and do better the next time. That's just pretty much how I'm going with that. Well, see, Sam, man, you could put a spy on Aaron Rodgers all day, which will be Jordan Lewis. But Aaron Rodgers could still sniff that out. Remember when I told you the story about Danny McCray? Danny McCray was the spy. He winked at him and still threw it to his direction. So he basically said, I'm letting you know what I'm doing, and I'm still going to beat you. That's just the way Aaron Rodgers is. There's no way around that. How you going to beat him? You got to keep him off the field. And when he's in there, you have to collapse his pocket. You have to make Aaron Rodgers uncomfortable. Because when he starts sliding out, you have to make so there's no lanes for him to go. That's how you get Aaron Rodgers. You got to get to him. That pass rush can't be lax. It's got to be on point. Everybody has to stay in their lane and do their job. No excuses. Uh, Cowboy fan up north. What up? What's going on from Canada, baby? The Great North. I know that's right. Oh, appreciate it. This is my preliminary man cave until I get the new one made. That's gonna be some. So I'm gonna have to shell out some ducats for that. So, oh no, we definitely don't need to be playing from behind because you can forget about it. You play from behind with with this quarterback, um, Aaron Rodgers. You can forget about it. Our linebackers are gonna have to tackle. Everybody's gonna have to tackle. You said where are the shelves that Mark made? Those things are that was for the entertainment center. It's for the front of the where the TV goes in the living room. But he put that up a while ago. Though. But guys, any last questions, comments, concerns? I'm getting ready to end this live stream. I got to get my son taken care of, situated before I leave to go to Mark's house. So I will see you guys on his live stream because you already know Mark is going to be live streaming. Hope we win this game. I'm optimistic about this game. But like I said, those are some of the things that we have to do in order to get this W today, this afternoon. Um, Rush forward, then send Jalen Wolf Hunter on the blitz on third downs. Yeah, and see that's normally how we do things, depending on what quarterback and what type of offensive line we're playing. Whether they're ground and pound type of big sturdy refrigerator with arm type of guys, or are they like the Cowboys O line where they're big but they're small but they're athletic. Dallas has to jump out to early front. Yeah, you're gonna have to because if you're gonna get into a shootout with this guy, you definitely gonna have to make sure that you do your thing. We get any turnovers today, we better, and it's got to be more than just that one. I think that one of our, I feel a safety. I don't know which safety, but I feel a safety and a linebacker is gonna get an interception in this game. That's what I feel. I think Jalen might get him one today. He said the key to victory is running Zeke. That's always the key. Um, you said don't live up to my name today. I don't care if I'm eat too late. That's what you guys call me, so it is what it is. um, my son comes first, so I get there when I get there. All right, Darrell, I'll see you, brother. Joseph Blue Star. Okay. Fresco Speeds, what's going on, brother? Shout out from Memphis. Okay. I appreciate the support, y'all. But I'm about to go ahead and end the live stream. How about the Cowboys, y'all? Let's hope we get this win. Let's stay optimistic. And again, I'll see you guys post game. I'll either do a live stream or a video. So, but you guys will see it. Just check it out. Make sure you guys are getting my notifications as well. If you're not, you might have to do what Joseph Heatherly does: is unsubscribe and then resubscribe, and then hit the notification bell again to make it interact or whatever. I don't know because Joseph said he did that and it worked for him. So, do I think our cornerbacks in Louisiana need to turn their heads? And long as you know where the ball is, because when you turn around, you want to make sure that you're not getting that PI because when you turn around you're less likely to get the PI because they know that you're playing the ball, not the player. You said my super chat isn't working. It worked for everybody else. It might be yours, Carol. You might want to check that out. Man, so you already know the party don't start till I get there. You already know that, bro. When I step in the build, I'm the DJ, man. You know what I'm saying? But of course, if I'm DJing an event, I'm always there early. So, it is what it is. I mean, I don't look at a football game to be late. I mean, it is what it is. Kevin Ham, thank you again, man. Appreciate you. Kevin said it's working. So Carol, that's yours. You gotta fix that. Carol, give it up. Michael doesn't want to talk to you. I noticed that they do that. I don't know why they take money off the top for super chats. That's ridiculous, and I just found that out. Um, I mean, I already have a Cash App. It's DJE2 because my Cash App is what I use like for people when they pay me for DJing services and things of that nature. Um, they normally Cash App me under the DJE2. And love you back, man. Love all of y'all. Appreciate you guys coming into the chat, man. You guys are awesome. Um, uh, let's see if Donovan Wilson plays, see what they does. Gifford might be out there too, but somebody's gonna have to be a healthy scratch because we got some injured players coming back. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see what happens. Let's say take care easy. Just let me know if I can be of help with you. Love you. Yeah, appreciate you, Joseph. Always, man. Coco, you said 27-13. Ooh, that's a hell of a score right there. That I would be excited. That's the score. Um, Am I going to the Philly game in Philly? We talked about how dangerous it is up there. Now I ain't scared. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It depends on what Mark want to do. I mean, it's not a far drive at all. So, Rashid, you said save me a rib. Well, bring your ass over there, Rashid. You live way closer to Mark than I do. Way closer, bro. You like down the street from him. I'm not. I'm not. I'm like an hour away from him. Kara, why you keep saying it's not working? There's something wrong with your computer. Like, that's not me. Everybody else's super chats come in. I don't know why yours aren't. You gotta hit the money button. All right, y'all. Well, anyway, I'm out. So, I'll chat with y'all later on post game. Let's get this thing in there. So, those of you guys that are gonna follow Mark Holmes, check out his live stream today. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start before the game starts. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all, man. Have a good day.